stream is starting.
I know.
For the love of God,
Crazy.
don't cross them.
Oh,
You don't know what would happen if you cross streams.
crazy man. Alrighty. Okay, so where we last left off. What happened? Oh, you guys killed... Well, you defeated the pit demon Malkanar, and...
Wait, hold on. Did we kill it, or did we defeat it? Because
He's getting there.
You defeated him, then you killed him.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure of that.
Yeah, no, it definitely killed. You beheaded him in cold... well, not in cold blood necessarily, but...
It was lukewarm.
You stopped his post-defeat monologue.
Yep.
Don't want to listen to that. Too boring.
He was going to say, you know, I wasn't always a demon. I can always be redeemed if you just take my heart to the... I guess I'm just gonna die like this, okay? I'll never see my wife and children ever again.
I guess you'll never know.
Delete my internet history.
You'll never know the backstory of the pit demon Malkanar now. But
Don't open the tabaxi folder.
But after his defeat, a darkness descended upon an inky magical darkness descended upon the area, and you guys decided that you would camp out for the rest of the night. The attack did happen in the middle of the night. Waking up in the morning, the inky darkness had not subsided, so someone had the bright idea of using the summon fiend spell that you had been granted upon the death of your old companion Razian. And that summoned Razian back from the dead. Or
Sort of.
Yeah. That's perhaps something that can be explored at some point.
A later date.
But as the kind of companion that you summoned using the spell, being a kind of servant of the lesser god Genimen, was able to guide you safely out of the magical darkness, as one of Genimen's key tenets is safe passage. So you guys continued along. Someone then again decided they wanted to use the summon fiend to summon Razian, and on the second time round, he was able to. The summoned companion, the Guardian, created a bit of a spectral rowboat, which was incredibly quick in the overland travel department, kind of floating right through the ground, gliding through it.
Cutting through, because it was a cutter. No,
Yeah.
it wasn't. It was a rowboat.
It
Anyway.
wasn't. It was a rowboat. Yeah. So
And then we were approached by an old lady.
that's right. You were approached by an old lady. She was creepy.
Who may or may not have actually been an old lady.
Yeah. You guys denied her gifts, and because of that, she kind of teleported away. And no one partook in the food that she left, which, after leaving, did become incredibly kind of foul-smelling, gross. Not at all as appetizing.
Entrails and other gross.
Yeah. So, that's where we left off. That had happened during the first watch of the night, and I believe the rest of the night happened without much issue. Waking up in the morning, what do you guys want to do?
My immediate thought is cruising speed, but no.
You're kind of on the
Right, it's so
outskirts of
number
a. Sorry, you go.
I'm making a dumb joke. Move on.
Oh, fair enough.
For making a dumb joke about a show I've never even seen. So.
Of course. Right now, you guys are on the outskirts of the forest, and you know within this forest lies a village of the local inhabitants of the demonic realm.
All right. Oh, right, that village. I forgot.
Oh yes, the village.
A grand
The village with the people.
Unfortunately, no tall vampire women. I did not mean to roll my R on that vampire, but here we are.
No, Mommy Demetri is not going to step on you today.
Well, you know what?
Oh God, please don't.
You guys
I was
don't know.
joking. Please.
You guys don't know who or what may be within that village. So,
Okay.
So you're saying
you know it's
we
local
might get
inhabitants.
stepped on. We might get stepped on by a giant, thick vampire lady.
So literally the beginning of Resident Evil 4.
I mean,
You don't know what's in the village.
Like, if there's a chance, it's good enough for me. Let's go!
are you guys gonna head?
Are we
to-
actually going to go
Well,
into the village is the question.
I think
I
we
want
should-
to, because I
Yeah,
want to see.
Yeah,
They have-
I feel like it's the most direct route to
Yeah.
where we're going.
Can I just
so
say that
going
it is a
today-
full day's travel for us to get in there?
I'm okay with that.
So let's get going.
It's on the way to where we're going anyway. What difference does it make?
Alright.
Okay. What pace are you guys going to travel at?
Fast.
Fast. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sonic.
we love the fast.
The fast
Gotta go
travel.
fast.
Oh man, I want to. Oh, go ahead.
Traveling into the forest. Given the speed that you guys were traveling at, with the spectral rowboat summoned by the Guardian, the summon fiend spell,
Oh, did we?
it would be too. It would be too difficult to traverse that through the forest.
Yeah.
So you will have to go on foot for this. Given that, what is the marching order?
Wait a minute. What about the forest would be difficult to navigate?
It'd be difficult to navigate with the spectral rowboat, given its speed.
Ah, okay.
Rowboats are notoriously hard to get through forests.
If the rowboat wasn't a problem. Yeah, exactly.
Golroth would probably be up the front.
Front and center.
Take that back.
Yeah.
Tyra second. Gabriel taking up the rear. Felix, do you want to be center or more towards the rear? Mick?
Okay.
You
The
died.
center of attention.
Okay, Mick is the
Sorry.
center of attention. Felix will be right in the middle. Okay.
Right in the middle of what? What's going on?
Marching
I
order!
was typing something. Okay.
Marching order!
I glitched during marching order. I didn't get to say.
That's okay, you're in the middle. We have decided.
Okay.
It has been decided.
It has been. Okay. Goroth, could you please make the first perception check as on the first leg of your day's travel?
Is it 20?
You guys are heading at a fast pace, aren't you?
12 plus
Gotta go fast.
Do we have disadvantage
18.
at a fast pace?
Yeah, you do have disadvantage at a fast pace. Thank you
well,
for
another
reminding. Thanks for reminding me.
Alright, then 10.
Not bad, even still.
10. Okay.
Was
Traveling
18.
through. As you guys begin your travel into the forest, you can kind of see the ground is more rugged, more varied than other parts. That's not entirely true. The mountainous areas were quite rugged, and the area immediately north of the Adventurers Guild was also fairly rugged. A lot of ruggedness, really. But as you guys enter the forest, the trees are pretty much entirely leafless, really. They have thick, twisting, gnarled branches of dark colors. Some of them seem to be glowing as if, when a tree is struck by lightning and like the inside of it gets set alight, but the outside is kind of okay.
Yes.
So smoldering.
Yeah, but like only on the inside, not on the outside.
Talking.
I'm hearing a lot of silence.
No,
Yes,
I know
yes.
what you mean.
Yeah, okay. Ben,
Hold on. I've got you.
excellent.
No, wait, no, I don't understand. Can you explain?
No.
Boom. There you
Well,
go.
no. It's a
Boom.
bit complicated,
Ah.
isn't it?
Like
There it is.
Perfect. Yeah. You know what? For the many people watching the stream, I'll also chuck it on. That's not the right one.
Oh, wait. This isn't Photoshopped, is it?
No.
Nope. It's
Oh.
That is not Photoshop. That is what happens when a tree is struck by lightning.
there's a video of it.
Oh yeah, because we've all been around to see it. We all watch lightning hit a tree.
Yeah, of
I mean,
course.
I've done
It's a
it
common occurrence.
yesterday.
Yeah. Everyone should know, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, you guys can see through these kind of fissures in some of the trees. The inside is like pretty consistently on fire, whereas the outside is not, and appears to be still living. You see quite a lot of that going through here.
Surprised the trees made it this far down here.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing, given as far as you can see, you haven't seen any sources of water so far.
I will be back in a second. I apologize. Just gonna go to the toilet.
Sure.
What trees feed upon?
You don't want to know. If you do want to know, you can make a Arcana.
Check.
No,
Oh,
Arcana.
Arcana. Oh, lovely.
I just assumed like baby's blood or something.
Yeah, may as well. Well, Chris is gone. That's an 18. Okay. So that's 20 total.
Yeah, you know how Mick said baby's blood?
Yup.
He's not far off.
But where do they find the babies?
Not the babies, the blood part specifically.
Oh, right, gotcha. Oh, so we're wandering through a blood forest. Burning blood
Well-
forest. Okay, that's it. Putting the text there.
That's a good name, actually. Burning Blood Forest.
Oh, the tree's bleeding.
The trees themselves aren't necessarily bleeding, but that's how they get their liquid, their sustenance.
Oh, okay.
Land of vampire trees. Suddenly those thick branches take on a different meaning.
Maybe the vampire lady is here.
Jeez. But during that first
Sorry,
part of
I'm
the day,
just
you guys
thirsty.
don't see anything of note. Could I please get someone to make a check for the... Oh, well, Goros, since you're... Unless anyone wants to change his head of...
What are we doing?
Well, he has perception. It's a perception check. Just to see
Yeah.
if
Okay.
we can see anybody.
I got +6.
Disadvantage
18?
still.
It is still disadvantage.
16.
That's still not too bad.
16 total. Roll a 12 and an 8. between a 12 and a 10.
An 18 and a 12.
Alrighty, give me a sec.
Oh yay, we're going to see something.
A raisin?
Well, Elroth is going to see something. What about what?
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Just seeing what's going on.
Raisin sec is a raisin in French.
Raisin sec?
Raisin sec.
No very few words. I can say, voulez-vous coucher avec moi, ce soir?
Wait a second.
Non, merci.
I don't know enough to be able to respond.
Je n'aime pas les hommes.
I'm not understanding any of this French.
Chris quoted Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, I
What
got that
what I
part,
actually
but
said-
then you lost
the
me.
translation for what I said is, will you go to bed with me tonight?
Oh, yeah, let's... Moving on.
My
Right, a
response
second.
was no, thank you. I don't like men.
Yeah. I actually got that, strangely enough.
Moving on.
Genial.
As you guys progress through the remainder of the forest, a little ways into the second half of the day's travel, looking around, you actually you notice a number of figures kind of in the trees heading towards you. It's a fairly sizable party of maybe about 10 humanoid shapes, and they're fanning out in different directions.
Do we know what they look like? I mean, given we're in hell, I can make a guess, but...
Well, this is what Golroth sees, so...
It is what
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I would alert people. I just say, look out. We're getting. I think we're getting surrounded. Does it look like they're surrounding us?
What is it?
Yeah, they are kind of flanking. They're moving to flank you on either side.
What do you see, Gor?
There's figures. Can't make out much. They're surrounding us.
With the
Be
20,
prepared.
with the 20, and as they come closer, the forest is not so dense that it is terribly hard to see them. Once he kind of points them out, you guys can get a good look as well. They...
Oh, you mean those guys over there?
Yes, of
Yes.
course. It seems to be quite a diverse bunch. They would be what would be referred to within Trutinia as infernals, tieflings, basically. Of a couple of different kinds. There are some with, the typical multi-hued skins and horns. Others that have different features, such as bat-like wings on their back, or an incredibly thick hide and third eyes on their forehead.
And see that one achieved enlightenment because you can see his third eye is opened.
Knowing what you know about infernals, tieflings, that's probably just like a physiological trait.
I know. I'm making a joke.
Yeah, the thing is, aren't you a tiefling as well?
Yes. I don't know why we're gonna joke.
Yeah, that's why he's
Joking
allowed to
about
make the joke.
Exactly. If any of you made the joke, it would be super offensive.
Oh,
I'd
right.
probably try to cancel you.
I just call out as the people start to surround us. It's like, what do you want? What? Why are you surrounding us?
They kind of halt, maybe 200 feet from you guys, and call back.
Don't throw up if you're not going to finish.
They would call back an infernal actually. So I don't know if you would.
I cannot.
Okay.
I will actually double check that,
I
but I'm like
can.
90% sure that the answer is yep. Orcish, Common, or Dwarvish. If they're speaking any of those languages, I can understand them. I just sigh and I turn to Felix. I just kind of gesture with my head.
What makes you think I understand them?
to Felix.
We don't
Yes,
all
I know.
speak infernal.
You literally do though.
I do though.
Well, it was more of a question than like a well.
What did they say?
They one of them had chatted out something along the lines of we're here to welcome strange visitors to our lands. Would a champion amongst you step forward so that you can be tested and prove yourselves worthy?
Hmm.
I really want to do something at the sound of that, but I haven't heard it.
Do you translate?
Felix will just say, "Go roll, step forward for a moment."
All right. I'll move forward a little bit.
Now, don't be
Alrighty.
surprised. They mean you no harm.
I'm still ready for. I'm still ready for battle.
It just like gives him a bear hug and starts crushing them.
As soon as he said they mean you no harm, it's like, well, I'm probably gonna get attacked here. That's almost exactly what Frigola said.
Okay. Stepping forward out of the group, a warrior who basically has a spear and a shield will step forward out of the bunch. It is a very bulky infernal amongst them. They have their thick skin is kind of folded in places. But you can tell it's not from, being overweight and losing that weight. It's just like that.
It's not the blob from the X-Men.
Yeah.
Damn it, I don't have subtle spell.
It's incredibly well built, and they're one of the ones with the third eye. And as they step
Wait a
forward
minute.
towards you, wait a minute, what? I will wait for no such
Bulky?
thing.
Bulky, third eye.
Are you just writing this down, or
This guy?
What?
Ah, it's like he's fucking too, man.
Just made me think.
Do I get blasted by an explosion?
No, you do not.
continuing on, please?
Yes.
Okay, continuing on.
Yes. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
As this tiefling steps forward, they go and they hold out their arms wide in a kind of a show of... With their arms wide, they've basically left themselves completely open to attack. You can see they're not really wearing any armor. They're just simple robes to keep them covered. Very light robes, good for the hot climate within the demonic realm. And after
Makes sense to me.
after showing their putting their arms wide open, they go take their shield and spear and kind of drop it on the ground next to them.
I'll mirror that. Or like hold my arms out and show that I'm not wearing armor or anything like that. Then I'll take my axe and my sword and put them down behind me.
All right. They have a very stern face, but at that they smile, and you can tell it's an approving look for them.
Cool.
They seem quite pleased with that.
So far, so good.
Please hold while...
Well, I can't hold. I don't have hold person. I'm a ranger. I can't get that spell.
I can.
Dung, 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 dung. Your time is important to us.
Well, like,
Keep waiting.
I was just thinking, I should probably try and put Shield of Faith on him or something, but I'm pretty sure Shield of Faith is touch, and I don't have Subtle Spell.
Nah, don't do any of that.
Ah, come on!
Nah, it's a battle. It's a trial.
Alright, so no healing when you're done as well?
I mean, you don't have to heal me if you don't want to. I'll take a rest eventually. I've got plenty of hit points.
Battle to the death? A death battle?
I mean,
Well, the only person that might be able to find out isn't saying a word.
Golroth is ready for a death battle.
Nice.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Good, good.
A naked orc versus a naked infernal.
Give me half a
Well, I
tick
think
while
I'm wearing like pants and a cloak.
You know what, that'll do. They begin stepping forward one by kind of slowly, carefully. Ignore the name. It's just the...
What you had on hand.
There we go. And their group members begin closing it in as well. They kind of form a almost complete circle around their companion, and the companion takes a step forward and kind of waits a moment.
I'll take a step forward as well.
Nice.
We'll join the circle. Well, I will at least.
Okay.
Well, I'll see if I can find a seat, and then I'm just going to do some mending while I'm there.
Okay. You go and see if you can find anywhere to sit. That there are like little ledges and rocks around that you can go and take a sit down on if you wanted to.
Yep. I'm
You
just going to
can
do some
climb
mending
up
on some clothes.
this thing and sit on top of there.
Okay. As the other infernals, other warriors begin closing in, they still seem to be leaving a gap within the circle for you guys, and some of them look over to you somewhat, a little admonishingly, as you guys are going and taking seats in various places around.
Fine, I'll join the circle.
We hold hands.
Okay.
Gabriel's going to hold one of their hands.
Yeah, they'll slap that away.
My Lord, Kumbaya.
With the semicircle kind of complete, let's get you guys over here. You guys stop maybe that far from each other, and the soldiers at this point begin bashing together their weapons. Those with shields will clap their weapon on their shield. Others will, slap swords together and just begin making a lot of sound very rhythmically as they do so.
Sorry.
Could I get Goroth to roll initiative?
Indeed. That's only +2. Oh, that's going off the table.
I did not know what was going on. I'm sorry I volunteered you for this.
16.
Okay. As you and the warrior stand face to face, a little bit of distance between you two, almost within striking distance, the slightest bit of movement from him, you can see now is the time. And you have the first opportunity to strike here as he begins to move, but you're just that tiniest bit quicker. What do you do?
You say he's about to dance. You gotta dance.
I will go
Wanna dance,
start
pretty boy?
raging. And then unarmed strikes would be just strength plus proficiency, and then it's 1 plus
1
strength
plus
bonus
your
for
strength
damage.
mod. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Raging, first attack, 19, which counts as a crit for me.
Yup.
Bloody hell.
Wait, so does that just mean it's 2 plus my strength mod?
I was looking that up. Well, it's up to you, Alec.
Yeah, Caleb. What if you've looked it up? What's the deal?
It's kind of shitty because it says no dice to double. So
Right.
nothing actually for the crit on an arm strike, but it's up to you.
You know what? Because this would be incredibly boring otherwise, I'm going to say, yeah, just you know what? Double the entire damage.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay, so that's 6 plus another 2 is 9.
Yeah, because
'cause the 2
given your
damage from
savage,
raging.
given your savage attacks, otherwise, you're actually missing out on quite a bit of damage there.
Okay, yes, that's 19 damage from a punch.
Yeah, I get you.
I think.
Okay, nice. That'll bring him down to that much. No.
I don't know how that much.
What's
is.
the normal formula for this?
For punch, it's just 1 plus your strength modifier.
Oh,
Is the damage you do.
whereas Tasha's Cauldron is 1d6 plus your strength.
That's for a
Really?
particular feat.
Fighting style, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
which Golroth doesn't have.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's not to say he couldn't get it later, just not right now.
Yeah.
So that's with your first strike. Coming in with a, you dash in your large, muscular form, moving surprisingly quick. You can tell that the Infernal is a bit surprised at this, and you give a good punch to the gut, and he staggers back. He's nearly as tall as you are, and just as wide, but he didn't take that particularly well, you can tell.
Cool.
That's one attack.
I'll swing in for a second attack. That one probably misses. 14.
14.
If he's got no armor.
He's got no armor. You know what? That'll actually hit him.
Cool. Then since this isn't a crit, it just does 1 plus 5 is 6 plus 2 is 7 damage. 8 damage, sorry.
8 damage. Jeez. All right. He's looking. Yeah. He kind of, as the second punch comes around, you strike him in the cheek. He takes it hard, and you can see him spit blood out, and roll his shoulders, preparing for his own. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be my turn for now.
Alrighty.
He says, I can do this all day.
He is going to begin with a strike. That's a 16 to hit.
Misses?
Yep. He goes and swings, but you dodge underneath the blow. Second attack coming out. Oh, that's worse. You can tell you've really done a number on him as he swings again, just wide. He actually goes for a kick this time, but you duck back a bit. then you can tell he concentrates for a moment, and 2 more attacks come your way.
Yep.
That's a 26. That'll hit.
Yep.
With that one, he goes and grabs you in the head and is going to knee you in the temple. Could you please make a Constitution saving throw?
Be able to make this. I hope. Well, maybe not. 14.
14 does not save, as you are now stunned.
Yep.
But he's coming back with a chair! Oh!
He comes with the blow to your temple has stunned you as you stagger around a bit. And you also take a grand total of not very much. 7 bludgeoning with that.
Sorry.
7 bludgeoning. Is that did you already halve that for my rage?
No.
Or is that
That's the total.
Okay, so I'll take there's the 3 damage.
Yeah. They do count as magical, but that's not going to help. Well, the next attack they're going to do on you will have advantage. That'll be a 23 to hit.
Yep, hits.
And that's another 7 bludgeoning.
Yep.
With that, they're actually going to dart back and circle around behind you.
Another rule, so I don't know if we should interfere or not.
I don't even think we need to.
Yeah, I took like 4 attacks in a row and 6 damage. I'm doing fine.
Yeah, you're fine. That'll go back to your turn, but you are stunned.
Yep.
So it'll go back to the Infernal's turn. Now you are stunned until the
Does he have to roll
end of
Constitution?
his next turn. So it'll be until the end of this turn for him.
Yep.
So he'll actually come up right behind you. Need to check the stunned condition. What I really should do is put the conditions on all of these little tokens because they are not for some inexplicable reason.
Oh! Hold on.
Let's see if I can find you the best stat sheet.
I don't. Well, at some point, perhaps when you guys are role playing, I'll begin just copying over the descriptions of all of these conditions to the little tokens that I have, because there was a bunch of condition tokens for 5e, but it just didn't have any of the actual text for them on them. A little disappointing, really. Right. So, all things considered, he's just going to go for a bunch of attacks against you. The first one
With advantage.
with advantage. The first one is a 22.
Yep, hits.
Second one is a miss. He just finds a spot in your tough back full of muscle that is tensing because of the stun, and it doesn't damage you at all. But that first one will be 7 bludgeoning. Jeez.
It's about the flesh wound.
I reckon.
Okay, really a flesh.
Goros has literally taken 9 damage so far.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've got like maybe a slight bruise around my abdomen somewhere.
It's like 6 attacks, 9 damage.
Yeah.
You hear him whisper, harder.
He'll go for another 2. One will be a 22, another will be a 26 total. So
Yep,
those will
yep.
both land. Oh, that's better. That'll be 2 lots of 8.
So 8 total.
Yeah, sure is. Yay.
8 attacks, 17. 17?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, no, it is 17 because I'm down to 100 from 117.
Yep.
Still in triple digits.
Right.
200 health left.
And you are no longer stunned, I believe.
And he'll back off a little. And you are no longer stunned. It's
Yeah.
your turn.
Excellent. I will immediately whip her out, step forward. Now I'm reckless attacking.
Oh,
The way he slowly turned around, I just kind of imagine him doing that as well. With his
Yep.
eyes wide open, axe in his hand.
no, you dropped the axe.
20
Oh, right.
something.
Right.
23 is my
Yeah, that'll hit.
is my total hit there. So that's I'm just doing 8 damage every time, aren't I? Because unless I crit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see.
You crit. Lord?
Yeah, that's another hit. 22.
So
Then-
2 hits for 16.
Yep, and then I'll action surge.
See if you can
Another
knock him
2
prone.
attacks. Yeah, that's another hit. Let's go. One more. One of those fell off the table. I'll re-roll the one that fell off the table. Yeah, and that's another hit.
Hell
So-
yeah.
Another 16. Right.
Yep. So 32
Ah.
damage total.
Okay. That'll put him down to...
Seriously, this is just like starting to look more and more like a slaughter.
Yeah. You're big and tough. You're feeling fine. As you go, you're just like, nah, full on rage mode. Bang, bang, bang. You're just throwing wild haymakers. Punching, throwing your fists out at the poor champion for these guys. All 4 connecting. He's looking pretty unsteady on his feet at this point. You reckon he's pretty much on the verge of being knocked out here, but he kind of bares his teeth. He's going to go through with it. You can tell he tries to steady his movements, and he'll take a. He will go and try and hug you, grab you with his arms, and you just duck over. He flips over the top of you, kind of landing on the other side here.
Oh, he's giving him the body slam!
Sure.
Yeah.
As he goes for a kick to the side, and you just grab his leg and hold it there with his next attack. And in that precarious position, he'll finally get a hit off on you. This time he'll just go hand completely wide. He'll go and try and grab you by the back of the neck and squeeze. That'll hit. Could you please make a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, if he's doing what I think he's doing.
And you take
No.
6 bludgeoning.
Let's. Yeah, Constitution is +9. 27.
That succeeds. You're fine from that blow.
And you take 6 damage, he said.
6 damage.
A whole 6 damage.
1, 2, 3. Boom. 97 hit points now.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's getting a bit dire.
This last attack will also land. He'll go and strike your arm a couple of times, causing you to release his leg. That'll be a 8 bludgeoning.
Yep. Yep, cool. Takes me down to 93.
That's his turn.
Oh my god, he's gonna have to make death saving throws soon.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
I've got him. Actually, Gabriel, I have got him.
I'll just,
Yeah.
just whip about again and just go for this savage attacks and just try to finish this off super quickly. Uh, 19
That'll
to
hit.
hit. Yeah. Yeah, and another hit, 25 total.
Right.
That's another
With that
15 damage on him.
with that first hit, you go and as you're going to same kind of move that he did, you just go for an open-handed grab to his head, and as you're doing so, he'll open his mouth wide and bluish flames will kind of spout out. Could you please make a dexterity saving throw?
I think I failed that. 5 plus 2, 7.
Oh, don't forget your danger sense for this one.
Okay, gives me advantage. What does danger sense do? Oh,
You tell me.
Danger sense. Circle only gain the edge. You have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see. Okay. So I rolled 5 before, and then so 18 plus 2 is 20.
That'll succeed. So you take half damage. Congrats. Instead, you'll take a total of 6 fire damage. As you kind of block. You put your other hand on his mouth to stop the flames. It burns your hand a bit, but you're good overall. And when he stops with them, you feel the flames no longer coming out. You go and just punch the body a couple of times until he goes fairly limp.
Give him a swift headbutt for the last blow.
Yeah, his unconscious body collapses. I'm going to assume that you're not aiming to kill with this.
No, I'll just give him the last headbutt. Let his body kind of crumble to the floor.
Yeah,
then
he is.
Walk back and pick up my weapons.
With that, the warriors their sound making, their clanging kind of comes to a crescendo. It's no longer any kind of rhythmic sound. It is just noise at this point. You can see a lot of them are pretty impressed. They're cheering you guys on. As you return to your group, axe in hand.
Pick up the axe and the sword. I wouldn't.
Yeah, you
strap them to my back.
Okay, nice. So you drop them both. You actually hear a couple of murmurs from members of this group. Some of them go over and they seem to have some foul-smelling ointments which they rub over their crumpled champion, who will come to consciousness again. Felix, you'd be the only one who really gets this, since you're the only one that speaks Infernal. But you can hear them murmuring about the great sword that Goroth has.
They like your sword.
It's a very nice sword. I just say, tell them we defeated the Pit Fiend. Tell them we defeated the Pit Fiend and we're looking for shelter.
He will relay that information. I was about to say, oh, how do I say it in French? I don't know those words.
Pit Fiend.
I'll bring out the box of apples. The crate of apples, just put it down, and I'll tell them tell them why we're here to help them against the Svärmfa, and that these apples are for them.
They will relay that information.
Yep.
Okay.
He will gesture towards the fruit. Wampa.
I'm just gonna look at Gabriel and just be like, "Are you sure we should be giving the fruit out here? Wasn't it meant for the triumvirate?"
We got more.
No, we only have one crate.
Am I giving them the freeze or not? Make up your mind.
I'm sure we bought a few, didn't we?
I'm pretty sure we only bought one. It was a large crate, which is like.
I'll keep like 3 apples then.
One for each of the triumvirate.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That probably won't come back to bite us.
Yeah.
The members of the party, some of them come over and actually a couple will walk up to you guys. They'll go up to Goroth first, and one with bat-like wings will come up, look you in the eye, and then punch you hard in the temple, and then kind of stand staring you right in the eyes.
What do I do here? I just kind of like, I am a little bit, and then like raise my fist in a kind of questioning way, and like raise my eyebrow a little bit. And if he doesn't say or do anything, then I'd probably mirror the gesture back to him.
Yeah. Okay. As you go and punch the Infernal in the head, he grins and seems pretty happy about this, and says to you in Infernal, you're a mighty warrior. I see that you have the sword of the pit demon. It makes sense for someone as strong as yourself to be able to best Malganar.
Through
Felix
Felix,
translated that. Yeah, Felix translates that.
through Felix, I would say, just a general thanks, and your warrior was your warrior was well fought as well. The pit demon was a grand fight, but no, we ended up besting it.
All right.
Arigatou gozaimasu. I continue translating.
Felix is just like dropping all different kinds of languages here.
Yeah.
I only know 3.
He's
English,
like
French,
going
and
through
then I'm learning
different
Japanese.
accents as he's just like saying this to them.
Yeah.
Inner City Infernal, Hellscape Infernal, Pit Lord Infernal.
Yeah. Yeah. The warrior will gesture widely to your group and say, it would be an honor to have such grand warriors into our village. We will throw you a warrior's celebration for freeing us from the tyranny of Malganar. Allow us to greet you in the way of the warriors. And
Goloroth, even though he doesn't understand that, he kind of understands the basics, and he just kind of grins because he gets a good
Greet,
feeling.
welcome. Yep.
Yeah, great warriors. Welcome.
the speaker of the group, the winged Infernal, will go over to Felix next.
Yes, he has a name.
Recognizing you as the one that is able to speak the same language that they do. This winged Infernal stands a little bit taller than you do, and is quite well built. Felix, he'll look you deep in the eye, and then punch you in the forehead.
Punch you back. They like it.
Felix is going to attempt to headbutt him.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this is just great.
I've seen Mass Effect. I know how this works.
As you headbutt the Infernal back, he frowns at that and
Oh,
doesn't seem to like that at all.
What? I thought...
A couple of the others in the back look to each other, and they pick up their weapons and begin rising a bit.
I walk over and I slap Felix, like not like I give him a backhand across the face.
Oh, Felix.
Felix was saying infernal. Did I do something wrong?
The speaker will return back. That is not the way of the warrior greeting. You do us a dishonor by mocking our traditions.
I didn't know. I apologize.
Show us a warrior greeting. Surely one as yourself would be familiar with it. Which tribe are you from? Which village do you come from?
That's a great question. I don't know if Felix traveled around a lot. I don't know if he would know the place he was born.
Wherever it was, it certainly wasn't the demonic realm.
Well, I can tell you that.
He goes
The tribe and I
standing.
travel around a lot. It's never really settled in one place.
Standing tall, the warrior will again go and give you a hefty punch to the head. This one this one nearly hurt. What's your AC, by the way?
17.
Yeah, you're okay. You're not hurt by it, but you can tell they it wasn't just a punch to the head as a warrior greeting. This was all right. This is actually a bit of a challenge. Show us what you can do.
All right. He will punch them in the exact manner that he was punched then.
All right, roll an unarmed strike.
Because throwing your own spin on traditions apparently is frowned upon in this part of the world. Fine.
Is it not frowned upon in any part of the world?
Got you there.
What modifier am I using for this?
Strength plus
pure
plus proficiency.
Oh. Strength plus my
Proficiency.
skill proficiency?
Yeah.
Proficiency, okay. So, 17 total. Which would have been enough to hit me.
Yeah, that's sufficient. You go and throw a punch, putting your weight behind it into the forehead. It strikes true. You can see his head whips back a little, and he actually nearly takes a step backward, but is able to keep his footing. He looks down on you. You can see his eyes boring into yours. What do you do?
Just stand ready for whatever's happening next.
Okay.
I don't know what's gonna happen next, but whatever, I'll bring it.
Where are you looking?
Looking him right in the eye.
Good.
Staring him down.
All right. After a brief tense moment, he smiles and laughs and goes, "Ha ha ha! That is a good warrior's greeting. It is now known that you are an honorable warrior as well." And he'll move on to. He'll move over to the rest of you. He'll go to Tyrus next, I guess, and punch you in
Can I
the...
try to float, blink away, and just get out of here?
You can try. Roll stealth. You do have disadvantage because of your armor, if I'm not mistaken. One by one, the warriors are coming up and kind of going through the greeting, so to speak. Tyrus, are you going to respond in the appropriate manner?
For the most part. Just after they've hit me, I'm just gonna like when I go to hit them, I'm just gonna make my eyes glow like celestial glow.
Okay.
Oh no!
And just like lightly bonk them on the forehead, that sort of a thing.
Yeah. This greeting doesn't seem to be. A lot of these aren't enough to actually hurt you guys. But they are. They're forceful and you can. It's not a light tap.
It's enough to feel it, but not enough to actually do damage.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure like even if they did try it, they would have like at least 50% of them won't even actually hit my AC.
Yeah. Hard-headed, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
What, Gabriel? What did you get for your stealth?
An 8. So I'll try to tuck away the wand and stab it.
Did you say 8?
Yep.
Yeah.
Stealth or sleight of hand for the wand?
For stealth. The one's just like flavor and trying to sneak away.
Okay.
Okay. As you're going and trying to sneak away a bit, the warrior, the winged warrior, the speaker comes and puts himself in front of you, kind of grabs you by the shoulders and like physically turns you to stand and meet his eyes.
I'll look at him.
He'll go and give you a warrior's greeting.
I'll reply.
Okay. He seems content with that.
I just love how you rolled an 8 for the stealth.
Of course.
It's like, that one. Haven't done him yet. Over we go. One by one, all of the infernal warriors come and give you all a greeting. And with the kind of pleasantries, I guess, out of the way, the speaker will say, it seems you bring, seems you're travelers from far away. You bring fresh fruit, a rare delicacy.
We're just trying to help you stop hitting us.
I never hit so hard, gosh.
It's like, but it is a warrior's greeting. It is the way of our people.
I'm telling Mom.
Golroth feels right at home with these people. He likes these guys.
Yeah.
They're cool. We don't speak the same language, but we understand each other.
Felix is just feeling that, not completely accepted in human villages, not completely accepted here. The curse of all half-breeds.
You have brought this upon yourself.
That is true.
Ironically, I'm not a member of any of the species, and I feel like right at home.
Yeah. So the Infernals will go and lead you. They'll go and surround you with their spears pointed like outwards, away from your group. It's a bit like a weird honor guard with this party surrounding and encircling yours. It's hard to tell whether you guys are being given a great honor by this, or it's perhaps not something that you would have encountered in your travels.
Do you want us to roll an insight check just to see if we can tell that?
If you want to.
Sure, why not?
If we're being led into a trap or not.
Golroth feels like he's being honored right now, and he's not scared of them at all.
That's 17. Actually, that'll be a 19.
Yeah. You feel like as there is some, from what you can tell, these people seem to find a great value in strength and aggression. The fact that they are pointedly turning their aggression outwards, it could be seen as, some might take it as seeing you as weak, but there's kind of a duality to that, in that something that is to be protected in such a way could also be of very high value.
Yep.
Value, strength, and aggression, and yet my headbutt was seen as an insult.
It was not in the proper ways.
Alright.
Alright.
You do not
but
know
with
the
this-
way.
Whatever.
With this in particular, given the circumstances and what you've seen, you think it probably has something to do with the fact that Goroth has Malganar's sword, the Frost Sword, Ian. That might be an explanation for which way this leans, whether it's a show of respect and honor or kind of disrespect.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna leave that one there.
Okay.
I am going to basically ask Felix about the woman that came out of the woods earlier, and basically
What
maybe
about
ask
her?
them. Well, maybe these guys know some more. I mean, we don't really want to get into this village and go, oh yes, she's our lovely matriarch.
Well, then, would it be good of me to mention her?
Well, might be better before we're in a village full of people and possible enemies.
I mean, what are the odds she's just gonna show up as, the village elder?
You never know. I mean, she did come from this forest's direction. And I kind of...
Alright,
Yeah.
I think this is a bad idea, but alright. Felix will ask in Infernal. We were approached by a woman saying she came from these woods with tainted food. Do you have any witches or any women of ill repute? That was a bad phrase.
And it is now set in stone.
Um,
Any woman in the woods causing you trouble lately?
the champion amongst them, the infernal champion, will, who at this stage is kind of very loosely part of the group, the outer circle, will break away a bit. You can tell he's still pretty exhausted and worn out from his tussle with Goroth earlier. But he'll say in a very deadpan tone, there is the issue of the... Well, first he'll say, we don't have any women of ill repute within our village. They're all honorable warriors like ourselves.
That was not a smart turn of phrase on my part. My apologies.
Perhaps who you speak of is the Dream Stealer. She comes and comes offering food to those that are naive enough to take it, and this food will cause horrible nightmares to all who ingest. She feeds off these nightmares. It gives her power.
Alright. Yeah, we might have had an encounter with her before you all showed up. None of us ate the food, thankfully.
There were once many of her kind within the forest, but when they continued taking the young and giving them such nightmares that they would take their own lives, we went and dealt with them. Their way was dishonorable.
Why do I just get the feeling this is just like a slightly more primitive version of the Mandalorians?
I don't know, I've never seen the show, so...
Damn! Alright! I assume you've relayed this back to Tyrus.
Yes.
Cool. Well, it'll be a good... at least let me rest a little bit easier.
Indeed.
And see? Nothing bad happened. Yet.
Yes.
Alright. After a little bit, you guys arrive at the village. The surrounds of the village are just covered in spikes, various palisade walls. There are quite a few around the perimeter with javelins and bows and arrows. They see the party approaching and kind of give a nod in acknowledgement to the group that is escorting you. As you are led within the village perimeter, quite a few younger people come forward. You can tell that pretty much the vast majority of people living within the village are infernals, tieflings of various sorts. There are a couple, maybe about 5 or 6 individuals that are not. They seem to have a more elemental nature. Genasi, Genasi, basically.
Oh.
I like Genasi.
The village itself is very primitive. A lot of the houses are made of, well, primitive. Perhaps not. That's not the best term to use. They are living within the means of their environment, and they are doing so exceptionally well. The houses are made from stones that have been moved and chiseled away. There isn't a lot of wood in the construction here. As you guys might remember, a lot of the available wood within the demonic realm is harder than steel, harder than iron, and that is well reflected within the use of material within the village. But leather is readily used all over. There are also a number of fiends, particularly hellhounds, that appear to be at least somewhat domesticated within the village and hang around playing with some of the children and fighting over scraps of food.
I'll lean over to Gabriel and just we might have to watch them.
Yeah.
When Malari comes back around, I'm sure she'll want one.
Oh, most definitely.
Oh, whoops.
But then again, I wonder if she's more of a cat person than a dog person.
I think she's an animal person.
It's just so bad.
As you guys,
Wait,
as a crowd is beginning to gather around you, the speaker amongst the I guess the warriors goes up to Golroth. He'll
Felix will
go-
say in Infernal, "Behold, the mighty Golroth."
The speaker will say back to you, please, show off your great accomplishments to our village. You honor us by freeing us from the pit demon, and we would like to see the evidence of that.
Yeah, upon translation, or is he speaking in common?
Infernal still.
Okay, yeah. So upon
Yeah,
translation,
Felix will translate.
yeah, upon a translation, I would take the sword out and then like hold it up high for everyone to see, and then just kind of bring it, switch it around, and then stab it into the ground, and let it sit there for people to have a look at.
I thought he was gonna hold it up He-Man style.
I have the power.
You do. With that, a wave of excited chatter goes throughout those within the village, and there's a small celebration. Those come up and kind of look over the sword and come up, and some, especially some of the young children, come up and want to give you a warrior's greeting.
I will bend down and let them to tap me lightly on the forehead and return it in a gentle enough way that I'm not going to hurt anybody.
Punching out children here.
RKO!
Yeah, you call that a punch? Come here, little punk. I'll show you how it's done.
Oh no!
It's like that video of that adult in like a, I don't know what I'm thinking of, like a bouncy castle. He has like a beanbag and he's just knocking the kids to the ground.
Yeah,
He snipes one kid from across the room, slapping him up against the wall.
Wasn't it just like a exercise balls or something like that?
I don't remember. If I knew the word for like the proper thing, I would, but I just don't.
Yeah. Regardless, that's not quite what's going on here. The kids seem like super excited to get a warrior's
Blasted across the
room. No. The kids seem very excited to get a warrior's greeting from, the one that had slain Malganar, the tyrant that had ruled over a sizable area right near their village.
You can really see that Golroth is quite happy at the moment. Like he's got a genuine smile on his face, and he feels very, very much at home in this village. He likes it here. Like he's genuinely happy with like the kids coming up to him.
Yeah. Golroth, growing up in Karkaram, and kind of being from there, you see some similarities in the not simplistic, but the way that the village lives within their environment, lives within the means available to them. You also see the similarities in the cultures of aggression and prizing strength, but one of the biggest differences to you is perhaps the way that this is taken to a bit of an extreme. And though Karkaram is an unforgiving place, a very brutal place to live, this is more so, and you can see how by the inhabitants within this village that strength isn't just an important cultural aspect to them, but it is their means for survival. If they are not strong, they would have no way of living within this realm, basically.
No, it makes sense. And Golroth just appreciates it. He understands it.
Yeah. Tribes of Karkaram on steroids, really.
Yeah, no, he like if there was like a fire blazing and stuff, he'd go sit with some other people around there. Even though he doesn't speak the language, he'd start to take out some stuff out of his pack, some food, and some alcohol and stuff that he's got. Start handing it around.
You're handing alcohol to children.
Not to children, not unless they ask for it. But, but no, he'd go he'd go to what he approximates as other warriors, just sitting around, and just start to hang out with them. Like offer them some rations from his pack and some alcohol that he's got.
Okay. Yeah, they begin looking at them and seem like very impressed by these goods that you're producing. Exotic for sure. There aren't any fires going, but you can see. Oh, yeah. In fact, you can't even see a fire pit around.
Yeah, so I suppose they probably don't need a fire pit, do they?
No, not really.
You just have giant blocks of ice.
Yeah, so instead of a fire pit, I'd go to just sort of a communal hanging out area.
Yeah, there is. You know what? I don't even think they would cook food. They would just dry it out and try and preserve it. Any extra heat would be certainly unpleasant here. Yeah, Goroth is really
Gone native.
No, they really seem to be enjoying your presence here. You exemplify the kind of strength that a lot of those within the village quite aspire to, I would say.
Cool, excellent.
As for the rest of you, you have a number of others come up and, you get a few warrior greetings, but not as many as Goroth does. What are the rest of you doing at the moment?
I'd like to go towards like the north side and see if I can see towards the triumvirate.
Okay.
Just to actually like check out the path that we might have to lead.
Looking out in that direction, the view is partially obscured by the forest that you're still within. Out a bit further, you can see a couple of volcanoes, but not much further than that. You can see a big lake of lava, kind of northwest of the current location.
Yep.
And almost due north, there is quite a large volcano that has a big, long river of lava coming down from it.
Into the lake, or
no? It heads down on the southeast side.
Oh.
Whereas the lake is to the northeast. The lake. Roll a perception check to see what you can see.
13, so I think that's +2, so yeah, 15.
Okay. You can see out really far northwest, there's a low-lying kind of series of fairly flat volcanoes that are spewing lava down into the lake.
Okay, alright, well that's good to get the lay of the land.
Yeah.
Thank you!
But no castle from here.
No castle. What's everyone else doing?
Felix is probably gonna just walk around, explore the village, see if there's any shops. There probably isn't, but that's fine.
There aren't any shops as far as you can see.
I figured, yeah, that's fine. He's just gonna look around, explore, see what's going on.
Okay.
They took the apples. They're eating the apples.
Yeah, they were kind of carrying the apples and they've put them down. Looking around, some of them will actually come over to you, Gabriel, and ask you something infernal.
Where's Felix when you need him?
Gone
He's
to
like,
one
well,
beat.
he went wandering around, yeah.
Damn it, Felix.
I'll nod and smile.
You can roll an insight check if you'd like to try and get the vague idea of what they're asking.
What you didn't take the infernal in high school?
What is that?
Oh, pretty bloody good.
Yeah, it's 28 total.
28 total. Okay, Mr.
Why
You
do you
can
have
read people like a book.
Is
Proficiency.
that expertise or proficiency?
That's a proficiency.
Oh, jeez.
But it's
Yeah.
wisdom, it's my main stat.
Yeah.
Yep.
As you do. From what you can tell, these people, they're with a 28. You can pretty much get the whole of it. Really. You've been studying what they've been saying and the way that Felix replies and kind of translates.
Watch it from the back, yeah.
Yeah. It seems like they are asking if they were a bit unsure why they were brought out before, and are asking if your group is trying to use them as a bartering tool.
No, I'll start eating one and then just like start handing them out.
They look incredibly taken aback and like are holding them as if they're like a precious gem or something, and look a bit wide-eyed and like, whoa.
You just ate it.
I'm just imagining Ryuk from Death Note.
Juicy. That's cool. Then I can just hand out a few to everyone who's like around and put the rest of the crate away if there's some left, half a crate or whatever.
One of the small children will come up and they look so excited, and as you hand one off to the small child, they go and they take a bite out of it, and you can see someone who there is a resemblance enough that it could be a mother or much older sister maybe, and is like goes over and snatches it away and is like, from that 28 you can tell that what she's saying is something along the lines of wait, why are you wasting something so precious? We must make a whole meal out of this. Hold on one sec. Yes, I'm back.
We'll grab like
make dried apple slices.
some pie. I'll grab like 4 apples, like 2 in each hand, and like hand them to her.
She looks astonished and it's like, but we, what can we do with so many?
What
like
is this spell?
Just clap, smile, and then hand out some more apples as I'm on my way, and then put the rest away. Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, a small crowd had begun together and like going and taking them and like, whoa, apples.
Apples.
A great delicacy.
Apples.
Seems like a lot of these are going to be much cherished and, made a big deal out of. Fresh fruit is not at all common within the realm of fire and brimstone. Who would have thought?
Felix finds an apple and makes a little gesture sort of symbol out of it. Look, Applejack.
What
I
are you
don't think
doing to
they've
the
seen that
apple?
one. He's making My Little Pony joke with it.
I was actually trying to make the joke about Applejacks, the cereal, but sure.
Okay, we don't have that in Australia, I don't think.
We do not.
Well, there goes my cinnamon reference. I'll just throw that away. Yeah.
Are you defacing the apple?
No, I'm just having a little fun with it. I mean, you can too.
Felix.
What?
Stop disrespecting their culture.
They, are you like cutting or carving the apple in any way?
I'm just like cutting a piece out of it and like making the jack out of that. The rest of the apple's fine.
Cereal, hold on.
Listen, man, I don't know what you want from me, alright? I keep doing things, and then you're like, oh, you're offending people. Like, I'm cutting an apple. I am cutting a goddamn apple. What do you want from me?
I'm trying to get this reference here. I still don't understand the reference.
To the cereal Apple Jacks?
Yeah.
Because it's an apple. And I made a jack out of it. It's an apple jack.
What is an apple jack?
What sort of jack are you talking about?
Type that lifts your car up.
No, like... jacks in a card deck.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah.
Now 1 and 1 can be put together.
Instructions unclear. Have 4.
Basically, I'll just like be returning towards Felix and just be like, I'll use prestidigitation, just make it an illusion of an apple, and then just slap it like between 2 hands and just make it disappear.
They seem incredibly impressed and concerned at the the apparent destruction of such a valuable commodity.
I'm only messing with one! This is my apple! You've got plenty over there! Plenty more over there!
Oh, Felix.
What? Don't Felix me!
I'm just gonna like put my hand on Felix's shoulder and just be like, how about we look for a place to rest for tonight? But I'm just carving an apple, what's wrong with it?
I legitimately don't understand!
Felix is just completely unconsolable.
That's just Felix me? I have no idea what's going on.
Probably.
Regardless, the to save a bit on, well, the speaker amongst them will come over to you, and actually he'll seek out Felix, recognizing him as someone that is capable of speaking their language, and say that the village would be honored to have the group as honored guests for the night. They can provide protection and lodging over the course of the night. If you would like to stay here.
Sounds good, but I'm gonna try and keep watch even still.
Yeah, Sam.
Alright, yeah, we'll take the offer.
It's like, strangely enough, the main thing I'm actually concerned with is the hellhounds that might be able to sniff us. Smell us. Well, smell them more celestially inclined.
Okay. Nice. So, it seems like a small feast is a small celebration of the slaying of Malconher is being prepared. now that they have proper confirmation. Goroth, a number of conversing with you over this time. I imagine, since you're not really, since you don't speak Infernal, it isn't like conversation so much as enjoying each other's company and like showing each other things.
Yeah. That's cool. Like I would have like pulled out my axe and like shown them that. It's like
Showing everybody your axe.
Yep. It's like it's a traditional axe from my tribe. It's like ornamented with all like the orcish symbols and stuff like that, and then a few other trinkets and the various things from my travels.
Yeah, they are quite impressed by the variety of things that you have at things that are quite foreign to them and their lands.
How'd they react to my hand axes? If there's like a little kid or something, if there's like a little kid running around who looks impressed with one of my hand axes, I'd want to give them one.
Okay. And handing a small child a hand axe, they're like, whoa. Such use of wood. Amazing.
The apples. Parents were like, what the fuck?
The parents are like, holy shit, there's so much wood on that.
I take it they like wood.
I mean, the wood that's easy to work with and malleable. Whew.
One that's not on fire?
Yeah, right.
Stained with blood?
That's some soft wood you have there. Felix, you're going to be sought out again by the speaker.
Oh boy. Konnichiwa.
I heard you defaced an apple. How could you?
He's going to ask. Well, first he'll comment that even though you are of a kin to us, you don't seem to be from this realm. You are one of the others from the realms that are of not hot and fiery like this. We wonder why a group such as yourself with powerful warriors would be traveling out to this land.
Look at the. I'm like, yeah, right.
Go on, Felix. Go on.
What? I haven't even done anything yet. I haven't even done anything yet.
Well, he's wondering why we're all here.
Okay. What about that?
He's asking you. He's not asking any of us.
Exactly. So why are you getting all hot and bothered? No pun intended.
I'm not. It's like triumvirate, overlord sort of peoples.
Let Felix answer, damn it.
Yep.
Well, there's a problem plaguing not just the material plane, but all planes. And so far, actually not so far, in other parts of this place, the problem has already breached certain parts of this realm itself. And if any of us are going to survive the oncoming invasion, we all need to gather our forces together. Including, if we can manage it, the triumvirate. It's not ideal, but we do need as many hands as we can get.
The speaker nods and thinks for a while. So the three gods that live in the castle, I presume, are the ones you mean as the triumvirate.
Yes.
They are quite nasty and powerful.
I've gathered.
They tend not to meddle in the affairs of mortals or even the intelligent creatures within this realm. But as they are gods, any that bear enough intelligence to understand their commands are sure to heed them. Though as they leave any of us alone, we have a tendency to do the same. You speak of a threat against this realm or this plane and others.
Yes.
We have noticed a number of those from other planes recently. Scouts, similar to some within your group.
Yes, they also try to do the very same thing we've been doing, though most of them have been unsuccessful.
I suspect that lack of success was due to Malganar. He has a particular disdain towards those that try to make their way to the castle of the gods.
I wouldn't doubt that.
But as warriors strong enough to face and defeat Malganar, you would surely have no issues making it to the castle of the gods yourselves.
We're not there yet.
No, that is true. We have no qualms with you making this attempt. The path from here is fairly direct, though you must be careful when crossing the open plains. There are incredibly large and powerful creatures that roam there. You must make it across with all speed. Creatures that are able to gain sight of you will pursue you with a terrifying persistence.
Tyrus is just gonna turn in early just because I have to go. I'm gonna go for a lunch. So sorry.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Well, have fun, gents.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good.
Enjoy your lunch.
Hopefully.
Right, noted, Felix will say.
But with that, he'll say, it seems like you have a long journey. Do you know if your group will be staying in our village long?
I'll need to talk with them, but my guess is we'll be staying the night and then making our way out in the morning.
Okay.
But I need to talk to them first.
In that case, we shall give you the honor of warriors. Honor of warriors capable of slaying Malganar. tonight and allow you to. We'll guide you through the remains of the forest. A warrior's accompaniment.
Very well. Thank you.
Gather your companions, and we'll make feast.
All right. Then he will go and find them.
Okay. You find Tyrus was hanging kind of nearby, and you're able to get him along pretty quickly.
Oh, hey, eavesdropping on the conversation, are we?
He's like, I didn't understand a thing.
I know, I'm just messing with you. Wanted to get with everybody to talk and figure out how long we're going to be staying here.
Yeah, Tyrus is cool with that. He
Sorry, go ahead.
When you explain it to Tyrus, he's like, "Yep, cool." He thought he saw. Oh, he said that Goroth will be fairly easy to find. He had a fairly sizable crowd around him.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Which you do in fact find quite a few, particularly of the warriors like spending some time around Goroth. There are lots of kids that seem quite taken to him.
Oh. Hey, Goroth. Busy?
I just kind of say excuse me to everyone as I get up, and I'll walk over. What is it?
It's just trying to get everyone together to try and figure out what the plan is for how long we're going to be staying here. And he explains the situation, and like they will be offered to escort us through the rest of the forest on our way to the other side. We're welcome to stay longer, apparently.
So we leave for the Triumvirate Castle tomorrow.
I mean, that's what I assumed. Wanted to make sure everyone else was on the same page.
Seems like a fine plan. Tell
Alright.
the others I approve, and then I would go back to my boys,
Yes.
to my fans.
Yeah, you go sit there, be all magical and awesome and stuff. Felix will just walk away after that.
Poor Felix.
Gabriel, where are you at this time?
So I'm going to turn in with Tyrus as well. Like once possible. But he's still like awake in the tent, I would assume. Gabriel.
Okay.
Hey!
Hey,
Fun around you.
Tyrus is just up snoring on the side.
He is snoring or he stopped snoring?
Tyrus is snoring, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Anyway, what's up?
I'm just trying to get everyone up to speed on things, and he again explains the situation. I think I've done it enough times now.
With the escort and stuff, yeah. Yeah, no, that sounds good. Did they say anything about the Triumvirate?
They did. My mind just blanked on what they'd said, though.
From what
How
I
is that
remember,
possible? It happened 2 seconds ago.
I don't think they really gave us useful information other than they're like demon gods, and they don't really partake in the affairs of men.
Beds and water, yeah, I heard that part.
It was
Yeah,
pretty
the
much-
odds are against us, basically. They don't like negotiating with people from the surface.
They don't like men.
So we should have Malari speak for us.
Is there anything we can do to appease them? Anything, any sort of offerings other than like some apples that we could add to sweeten the deal of making gods happy? Maybe you could ask them if they. Yeah, cheers. And then yeah, escort sounds good. I think these guys are chill. I think Tyrus agrees with that. He's cool.
I have a bad feeling.
About these guys? Or the triumvirate?
Something about the reaction to the sword that Goroth had. I've no proof of anything yet. Just a bad feeling. I'm just gonna keep. I'm not gonna act on it. I'm just gonna keep a watchful eye.
Good to say. I'll keep an eye out too.
Okay. With that, you're able to find Malari playing with some of the children and hellhounds.
Yep.
Of course.
Her first reaction would be, "Can we take some? Can we take some?"
Probably not.
We'll
I
promise
know
to buy
I
a pet
promised.
again.
I know. But these, I don't know if these are for sale, and there's no way for us to just take one.
She is incredibly disappointed at that.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry.
Start debating it. I'm lucky she's not here.
If we find one on the surface that is for sale, I will get you one. Until then, these are not ours. I don't think it's right that we take them.
Malari goes and wonders aloud about possible future menagerie of pets that she.
Listen, while you're here, you can still play with them. They apparently don't mind, but just, you can take them with us.
She is disappointed, but we'll listen to your explanation and be like, "Yep, okay."
No plan to stab you in the future.
Alright. I expected.
So as the night falls, there is a bit of a feast. The entire village is kind of gathered around. They kind of have you guys as the guests of honor there. None kind of. It doesn't seem that they really place any of you any higher than the others. But a lot of them seem to have taken a liking to Goroth. Felix, you've noticed over the course of this that the speaker is talking to you more directly, more often, and
Yep, because I'm the translator.
it in fact is deferring to you, as opposed to, and like taking your opinion as opposed to using you as a go-between for your companions.
Alright.
You're not just a translator, Felix. You're more than that.
You're real one.
Cool. So at this kind of feast, is there anything any of you would like to do in particular? At kind of at the beginning or during it at any time.
I would like to not carve an apple.
Okay.
Roll the dice. Hey, roll that one. Ooh, no, you accidentally carved 2 apples.
Oh no. They do serve some like tiny slivers of apples, and it's that's more towards the end of the night as like a special treat. Like slivers of apples.
What's the other foods that they do serve?
Dried meats mostly.
Jerky.
A lot of dried meats, yeah.
Like demon meat?
Well, demon and elemental, yeah. The elementals that have meat.
Crispy.
Does consuming the flesh of these creatures give us resistance to fire damage?
No, but they
Wouldn't
taste
matter for
hot.
Felix because he has that anyway.
Yeah. No, but they mostly taste horrible.
I mean, that's a matter of opinion.
Golroth is still chowing down. He
Yeah.
doesn't really care. Food's not about taste.
Well, certainly not in the demonic realm. Except for the apples. The apples are... based on the food that they are eating and they are serving you, it's worse than like the rations that you guys would have. There's just like an unpleasant texture and taste to it. A lot of it is incredibly bitter or sour, and it is incredibly tough. For the most part, they don't just have dried meats. However, they do also have other parts like pickled eyeballs.
Sweet.
You know, for the change in texture. They also have flail snail innards, which is a bit like a it's a bit like a jelly. It's hard to describe a jellied soup. Overall, probably the worst feast you guys have ever consumed, ever tasted.
I was considering doing like bad food and water to add some bland, bad food to the mix, but I don't know if I should be casting in the presence. It's too celestial.
Hey, this is better than what the witch gave us.
It's true. But at least the eyeballs are honest.
Food's fine. Tastes alright.
It objectively does not.
Again,
You can cast it if you want.
No, it's alright.
Okay. You can roll religion.
Okay.
Roll me religion. Surely that is something a cleric of the a priest of the greater the champion of the greater
Let's
god
hope so.
would be well
Yeah,
versed
yeah.
in.
I have a +4 at least.
So
Yeah, so 19.
Yeah. You would say that based on all kinds of different information that you're able to pick up, including the way that they refer to the demonic triumvirate as gods, basically just gods. They don't. You gather that they wouldn't see holy magic or anything divine like that in an inherently bad light. It is. You do notice that there are some spellcasters amongst them. There's some of them do wield magic, particularly elemental magic is quite prevalent. But there is also like a village shaman.
I don't want to offend them with like holy magic. If that could be more offensive than carving an apple, but who knows?
Okay. Cool. Throughout, as it kind of comes to the middle of the night, long before apples are served, the speaker will ask you, Felix, if your group would like to do a reenactment of your battle with Malganar, so they can witness in the glory of the defeat of the tyrant.
Hold one moment. You'll huddle everyone together. They want us to reenact the fight. How do we do that?
Do it the way it happened.
Well, yes, but what are we going to do for Malagnar himself?
Get a volunteer.
Don't you do illusions?
Yeah, isn't there someone who does illusions?
No.
Razian did illusions.
Razian did it. Oh, Razian. Too soon.
You should summon Resident. He can play Melga.
Taurus is like...
Technically,
we
something.
could.
So...
who wants to be the summoner of Razian? You guys can defer it to Molari or Tyrus
Yeah.
if you so desire.
We'll get Tyrus to do it.
Okay. Tyrus is like, yeah, okay, why not?
Yeah.
And we'll summon Razian.
Actually, we have a strange request.
He like appears out of the ground in, like the spectral water that appears whenever you summon him, and a lot of the onlookers are like, whoa, did you see that?
Alright, Razian, we've got a bit of a request for you. And then we cut to him in the middle of the play.
He's holding the sword, Magnus sword.
You know what? Razian can probably do you one better. When you make the request of, can you play the part of Malganar in the battle, he'll be like, so do you require some special effects for your performance?
Please.
I thought it was going to be like a debut. Anyway.
So what you're requesting is, this isn't normally the kind of thing that I am able to complete.
Yeah,
but,
I know. We're sorry, but
perhaps if you really look at it, it could be that I am providing safe passage through this feast.
yeah, indeed.
Safe, yeah, something like that.
Safe passage through the village by entertaining them.
Excellent, perfect.
There's the type of loophole I can get behind.
An excellent loophole. What spells does? Totally not Razian. Or well, it's Razian.
Rosamund.
That's Razian! Ba-dum-bum.
Next time on That's Razian.
Wait, that's not the place I want to look. Here's the place I want. Illusion. What kind of illusion? Illusory dragon! Oh no!
That might be a little too much.
It's a bit too much.
Wait a minute, wait a second. Illusory dragon? What level is he?
Does
4,
Razian have...
at least.
You get a lot of experience when you die.
Yeah.
He didn't
It's like the
get...
Force Ghost, he gets more powerful
Yeah.
after he dies.
Try
Yeah.
me down and I'll become more powerful than you.
He
It's canon.
didn't get any experience when he died.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, your character, do whatever you want, I'm just surprised.
Otherwise, you'd be a few levels above us, Felix.
Not that one. Oh yeah, he'll do major image.
There we go.
So what are we doing, like performance or something?
Yeah. In fact, could
Oh
get
no,
everyone to roll.
it's Malganar! He's trying to stop us from getting to the Triumvirate's castle!
I was going to say everyone roll performance with advantage, but with that kind of acting, no. Everyone roll performance with advantage.
Can I give guidance to everyone? For a D4?
Hey, listen,
Yeah,
man,
sure.
my wizard's the performer, not my ranger.
Everyone take a D4 for guidance.
Oh, well, you did say with advantage. I will keep this die over here, though, just so that way I can keep it for reference. What the?
15 total for me.
Where's...
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, that advantage definitely helps because I rolled a 3 and a 13.
Yeah.
And then the extra 3 from the D4.
Okay.
Replaces not having a modifier.
I've got a -1 modifier.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
wait,
I mean,
I should roll for
12
mind.
with advantage.
How much is guidance?
Did you add a D4? Yeah, D4.
Oh, I did not add a D4. Where is my D4? Right here.
I got 14 plus 17 total.
17 total. Okay, that's good.
Okay, 14 total after all that.
Tyrus and Malari got at least 16 and at least 21.
Nice.
And that's without their charisma modifiers,
Excellent.
which should be
Excellent.
pretty good because Malari is quite charismatic and Tyrus is a charisma caster.
Yeah. I think they both have +5s. I think everyone
Close. It would be plus 4s
Yes,
and +5s, so they're doing rather well. With the major image, an illusionary Malganar there. You guys reenact the battle that you had to much applause, and the summoned guardian that you have, Razian, will use the illusion to create different effects. Make fiery explosions and spell casting from you all, and he'll actually play it up a little to make you guys seem even more epic and powerful.
Embellish it a bit.
Yeah, just a
Well,
little.
now they know I'm a caster. Holy caster.
Yeah. But they don't seem taken aback by that.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a type of magic that they don't normally encounter, if really ever, within their realm. But they're like, wow, that you guys all seem pretty powerful and cool.
You see, like, the destructive force of Harris just nuking somebody.
Yeah, they after that they're just like,
They probably think that part's embellished and it's not.
yeah. Or like the speed of Malari.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, surely. Wait, no, she's not actually an illusion. Wait. But you.
Oh yeah,
guys,
that's real.
Yeah, that's actually how fast she moves. In fact, since Malari rolled really well, she got like the natural, the 22 with the guidance, before charisma bonus. She's like really playing it up and like appearing beside, some of the kids and warriors and like up on roofs and stuff like that. Overall, you guys, you give a grand performance of your battle with Malganar, and the village gives you all like a stunned applause, and really cheer you on. Golroth, have you just been leaving the sword of Malganar in the same place for anyone to come up and look at it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's at this point the speaker will come over and, actually not the speaker. It'll be the champion, the one that you had the fight with.
Yeah.
And
like I'd give him a light knock on the head as he comes up.
Well, he'll actually go
Be careful.
where you place the sword in the ground and lift it up and come over and hand it over to you.
Yeah. Mickey being microwaved or something?
When he hands it to me, I'll lift it and heft it into the air and give a shout.
Yeah, he'll kind of lift up your arm along with it in recognition that this is what you deserve, and he'll motion over for the rest of you as well to come over.
Let's go.
Well, don't everybody come up at once. Felix will go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
He'll go and he'll grab you, Felix, by the arm and lift your arm up to basically lifting your arms up in show of victory.
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 And in the audience, you just hear a few.
Yay!
Goloth comes back in. Yeah! For fuck's sake.
Didn't even defeat Morganoth.
Yeah. The speaker then proclaims loudly that as you have seen by this grand reenactment, these are the warriors that have slain the tyrant Malganar. With this, our village will be able to move more freely without fear of reprisal or attack from the pit demon. We thank these warriors for their brave show and honor them as guests of our village tonight. We will show them the highest honors. And with that's when the slices of apple, the thin slices of apple are brought out, and everyone partakes in that. The luxury of it.
Are they mixed with like the meats and there's like a fruit kebab?
You know what? You've shown yourself to be a grand enough warrior. They're not going to be offended by anything you do.
I was asking if that was what they were doing.
No.
I'm not saying,
It is literally like a very thin slice of apple just alone on a plate. The cleanest plates that they have in the village.
Okay.
And just like a very thin slice for each person.
Alright.
You can tell they're really treating that with like, this is a super special thing for them.
I would imagine.
With that, the night begins to slowly wind down. And you guys eventually make your way back to the quarters that you've been given. It's a kind of cool, dark building that's set slightly into the ground and surrounded by stone, which do well at warding off the heat. Now, Tyra said he wanted to keep watch for the night. Who else wanted to keep watch over?
I will.
Okay, could you please roll, as you're keeping watch over the night, could you roll 2 perception checks?
That's probably going to be an 18. Second one's going to be a 26.
Okay. Over the course of the night, there are a number of... You notice that they are always keeping watch. Not of you necessarily, just of the village. But over the course of the night, you don't notice anything unusual or suspicious. Nothing notable, certainly.
Okay. It's good.
Waking up the next morning, you guys are well rested. The warriors of the village come and are ready to get you out. Not force you out.
As Felix is waking up and getting up and out, I'm like, it's so hot in here. It's hotter than... Oh, yeah.
It is exactly where you are.
Yep. Alright, continue. I had my joke. I'm good.
Good.
It's a good joke.
That's how you know it's a good joke, when somebody tells you when they don't laugh.
I laughed a bit before. I chuckled.
So they escort you. They give you an honorable escort out of the village. Many of the villagers see you off, giving you waves. Lots come up to give not just Golroth, but all of you, particularly the kids, will come up and give all of you warriors greetings as you guys leave the village.
I'm greeting them all back. With appropriate forces for age.
This is good. Despite their priority of strength, they still appreciate the fact that you're not just like knocking out kids here and there.
I mean, there's a difference between, respecting strength and punching a child in the face, so...
That's true.
We had a long rest, right?
Yeah, you guys had a long rest.
Yeah.
And I'm back to full hit points.
It takes you the better part of a day moving with your escorts out of the forest. As they get to the edge of the forest, you guys can see out before you, immediately to the north. You're kind of at the foot of the large volcano that spews lava down its southeast face. And then over to your west, you have the fairly sizable lake of lava.
Alright, it's gonna be a tight squeeze, but I think we can fit it in.
Yeah, you guys are able to kind of make your way between the two. There is a little bit of space there. The warriors, having completed their escort, will give you they'll give you a warrior's greeting to all of you, and then head back through the forest.
I'd return it, and did you just tell them, go with strength, brave warriors.
Didn't understand what you said, but they appreciate the sentiment.
Cool. Felix translates.
They understood what you said, and they appreciate the sentiment.
Cool.
In fact, they quite like that phrase.
Yeah. Felix waves back as well.
They gave you all a wave. They're not quite used to the gesture, but they'll return it.
Yeah. I didn't know that was not a thing. I don't know this culture, alright?
That's okay.
You can't get mad at me for not knowing their customs.
They can and they will, damn it. It's been a long journey throughout the day. It did take you pretty much the whole day here. It's at this point that Tyrus will suggest, we're pretty tired, but we could just summon Razian and keep going.
Yeah, we do need to make it a... Oh, well, the plains is what they said. I suppose as long as we're by the volcano, we should probably be fine. Never mind. We're good. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Do you know this? Once we get to this open plain over here, we'll want to move pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So if we can conserve our free ride for that, we should do it. Save it for that.
That open plain is a couple of days' travel at least.
Right. So for today is fine, I'm just saying. Once we get closer to there, we need to start conserving and be smart.
Right. Tyrus will
Which are my...
start
go
by
ahead.
summoning Razian and ask, hey, can you get us can you transport us as far as you can to a safe location?
And we promise you don't have to perform this time.
It's like Razian will nod and say, yeah, you've been traveling quite a distance. I will be able to provide that. I can, at the end, if you keep me out for a long while.
How long is a long while?
Well, if everyone present who is capable of keeping me summoned does so, I can either drop you off around the edge of this large volcano, or probably along the edge of the northernmost edge of the lava lake.
Which do you guys think would be better?
Volcano or lava lake? Probably lava lake. Chose for no reason. It's an arbitrary choice.
Arbitrary
What's
choice.
arbitrary?
Volcano or lava lake?
In between.
For a prime destination. You want to be on the edge of the volcano or on the northern part of this lava lake? I suppose the lava lake's closer.
Yeah, either or.
That doesn't
Whichever one
help
gets-
me.
Lava
whichever
lake.
one- Lava Lake, yeah, whichever one gets us closer.
Alright.
Okay. So you guys basically get like 2 days of travel from that, don't you? You can go all the way up to 3. Okay. So Razian will he'll go and summon the spectral rowboat, and as you guys pile in, he'll go and push off. He doesn't even bother trying to go around the lava lake. He just heads straight for it, heading over.
Let's go sailing.
As you guys get to the edge of the lava lake, he goes and pushes off, and it leaps up and makes a splash in the lava. A slight moment of concern, as the rowboat is vaguely spectral, and it is a bit disconcerting having such a spectral vehicle go and launch itself into a literal lake of lava. But the splash that it makes, it isn't even really a splash. There seems to be a lot more viscosity to the lava than you would expect from water.
Like a giant lake of pudding.
Yeah, something like that.
What does it taste like?
Do not eat the lava.
It's like it's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
Give you fire resistance if you want to try.
Is this lava is thicker than Lady Demetru?
Well, I don't know if that's true.
Anyway,
Yeah, sorry.
sorry, I am. As you guys go and beginning making your way across the lake of lava, up ahead, you all notice that large fins begin poking up out of the water like a serpent.
You mean the lava?
Massive. Yep, that's what I meant. The lava.
Oh, that might not be a good thing. Did anyone else see that?
I'm watching. I say, are they coming for us, or are they just kind of swimming around us?
Don't know yet.
You actually notice a number of these fins popping up over and over again. This is some kind of immense creature, as far as you can tell. It appears somewhat serpentine in appearance. As more and more fins begin popping up, continuously moving, but still above the water, never dipping below, with the immense length of this creature. Eventually, a head pops up, a massive lavary serpent-like head that gives an ear-piercing roar, even from the distance that it is at.
Please be
You
a
can
nice
tell.
snake.
You can tell it's looking right at you.
Please be a nice snake. We're nice people. We're not gonna hurt you. We just wanna go by. Please don't come after us, or we're gonna defend ourselves. I said whispering. In a tone they in no way can they hear me.
Golroth is just gotten out the frost sword iron and is just holding it ready.
All right.
He's feeling like some shit's about to go down. And he's feeling a bit precarious on a boat in the middle of a lava lake.
Yeah. Razian, the boatman, is a little concerned at this. He says to you all,
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
I will see you to safety. Safe passage is what I have promised. But
With that thing, you're on your own. I'll stop
Yes.
interjecting. I'm sorry.
no, he's like, this will not take us to where I had hoped, but at least it will be to safety. And he quickly changes the direction of the boat. And it was heading like northwest, fairly consistently, but he makes a sharp turn north instead. The lava serpent goes delving into the lava itself, causing a massive splash of it to go up, and a wave of lava begins forming, a big bulge of it, and it begins going up and up and up. A tidal wave of lava comes towards you all at frightening speed.
Well,
Yeah,
boys,
sweet.
it looks
Hang
like
on. Cowabunga,
Looks like
I
we're-
believe is the correct term.
boys, it looks like we're expecting a heat wave.
I like yours better than mine. Congratulations.
Everything bad is happening.
Oh, I'm sure it could get much worse.
Got a moment? Do we?
The tidal wave of lava is so immense and quick that it actually goes and lifts, strikes the spectral rowboat that Razian is rowing as fast as he can. And I need everyone to make a strength saving throw.
Strength,
Yeah.
like dexterity. Well, who knows?
18 I rolled.
This might not be bad. Oh,
Ha! Fuck. That's
okay.
you fail.
A dice was on the way and cut it off before it could do a proper roll, but it's landed on a number
Dice.
and it's not a good one.
You're starting to rebuild this curse again.
Alright, let's look at the backlog of backup characters, shall we?
I got 11.
Yay.
Solid.
18 total for me.
Everyone fails.
Oh, geez, okay. 18 fails. That's unexpected. Alright. I suppose, yeah, tidal waves are big.
Tidal waves of lava. So everyone takes 25 fire damage.
25.
Okay, that's a lot. Not as bad as I thought, which was instant death, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyrus is resistant.
Tyrus is resistant.
Oh, wait.
12 fire damage.
So you,
Yeah, that's right. I am resistant. So, let's...
12. You should take.
Okay.
As the boat is lifted, lifted by this tidal wave, battered by it, bits of lava flying out and splattering you all. As you guys brace yourself against the spectral the spectral rowboat. Oh.
I don't like the sound of that.
Razian needs to take this damage as well.
is it a concentration thing to
No.
maintain?
It's not.
Oh,
It's
it could be very bad.
No.
It was a concentration thing.
No, to when we summon Ravi.
no. It's you're
okay.
lucky in that it's a special summon fiend in that it doesn't require material components. It doesn't require concentration.
Lucky.
And you get the summoned Razian, which is slightly different from the Fiendish Spirit stat block, except for his health.
Because he's got more health, right?
He has 75.
Okay, that's less than 25. I mean, more than 25. Good.
Jeez.
We do good math here.
I know math.
Yeah.
He does get magic resistance.
Ooh!
Doesn't help.
But
he
is lava
is-
magic?
Not that it matters, because he is literally incapable of succeeding on the saving throw. In fact, I think everyone except Golroth is incapable of succeeding.
I mean, I rolled.
Without.
Yeah, I got 18.
Of course, Golroth would be impervious to this.
No.
I mean, I still took the brunt of it. I still failed on that 18.
You'd need
Yes, Goran's got like +9, but anyway.
you need a
but
plus
I
4
rolled a
modifier
9.
on your
Yeah.
saving throws to be able to have a chance of succeeding.
Mine was a flat roll, so
Yeah.
no chance.
So he's actually on. Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
What did you do? What did you do? Or is it me? Did I offend the fucking fire eel or whatever?
No.
Did I carve an apple the wrong way?
No.
Was I sitting with my legs crossed the wrong way? What did I do?
You've insulted its culture.
No, it's nothing you did. It's the amount of damage that the summoned Razian took
And he like reduced our damage.
doesn't reduce your damage. It's just
It's just a what?
Eh.
Are we going to be taking a swim in lava?
Oh,
Sounds like we might be taking a
fuck.
swim in lava.
Oh shit.
as the wave continues along. Does anyone have a strength saving throw of 4 or above?
I've got +9.
Okay, so it's literally just you.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, I was
Golroth, you
joking
can
about
make,
my back.
Golroth, you can make the strength saving throw. Everyone else, unfortunately, doesn't have a chance of succeeding.
I've got
Is there anything else we can like before the in between waves can I cast?
Yeah.
I'll do like protection from energy on Razian. Deal resistance to fire.
Okay, that is helpful.
I also got a natural 20, so 29 on my
So you succeed.
strength save.
So you'll take. Wait, that's too many dice.
May I catch him too? But I did no action.
Oh, is it? It does. How long is the casting time for protection from anything?
1 action.
Yep. You can do 1 action. You have an action.
1 action.
Congrats.
Next time I can, I'll try to heal him up, keep him.
If anyone is about to like fall in or something, can I use an action to try and stop that from happening?
Everyone's kind of fine. They're fairly like the effects that they have within the spectral rowboat are kind of similar to what you guys experienced while on board the Ganymen or the Genemenoloth. It's a lot smoother and you don't feel the effects of what's happening to the boat as much. But that being said, it is a rowboat and considerably smaller compared to what is happening to it.
Cool.
That being said, the next round of damage is 28. Golroth, you take half. Felix, you'll take half because of your fire resistance. Razian will take half because of the fire resistance bestowed upon him. Is protection from energy...
Concentration. Leaves. Yes, it is.
Okay, you need to make a DC 14 saving throw.
Yep.
Concentration save. Oh boy.
Yeah, I hit it. I got a 20.
Yeah, good. So that's up. Next round, is there anything people would like to do to prepare?
Cool.
For
Prepare for
fights, or
the continuing tidal wave.
let me look and see if there's anything I can do.
I'll just kind
Oh,
of
well,
hunker down and grab some people close to me. Like whoever's closest to me, I'll try to like grab hold of them and secure them in with me.
Okay.
You need to action to heal this kit on Razian, and then bonus action to heal myself.
Okay.
Razian to get minus, he gets 6 plus whatever the CR he is, or whatever level he is.
Oh, interesting. Technically, CR 6 because it was just cast at base level. So
Yeah, say 12. Okay.
hey, that's handy.
And bonus action myself.
Oh, he's actually, yeah.
Just take another hit. I'll bonus action Razian actually. For a healing word.
Okay.
Level 4. That's going to give him another 16 health points.
Nice. He's looking pretty good as he's holding together, keeping the rowboat from tipping over into the lava, keeping you guys alive. As the tidal wave continues, battering the boat, spewing hot lava onto you all.
Hot lava.
Golroth,
Hot
you can
lava.
make the attempt at the saving throw. That's the only one with a chance at succeeding.
Let's do it.
Oh shit. Actually, I need to do...
That's a natural 1, so a 10 total.
Oh.
I rolled a nat 20 and then a nat 1. And then even on a nat 1, I still get 10. But I feel like that fails.
Yeah, that'll fail, unfortunately. As the tidal wave continues, everyone only takes 12 fire damage from this one, reduced to 6 for Felix and Razian.
Oh boy.
This lava's putting up more of a fire than that tiefling did.
Well, I mean, it's lava. And an eel. A giant eel. I assume it's an eel, I don't honestly know.
It's a big old fire serpent.
Serpent, thank you. Narrator.
Yeah, another round of healing. Or you one last charge of healing pit on Resident. 10 plus. Damn, 11 for Resident. And I gotta heal myself this time. Level 5. Alright. 18. It's a pile of dice. Alright. I'll survive another wave.
You guys are getting there. You're doing well. You're holding together.
Oh, it doesn't look like we are.
We all live together!
Bloody hell.
Iris has some healing.
As the wave is bringing you guys closer towards shore,
Please!
it begins getting a little rough as shoreline rocks and pillars begin causing a bit of turbulence in the tidal wave. The next round of damage, Goroth, please feel free to make your saving throw, is 20 fire damage. Felix, you'll take 10.
Let's see. Saving throw.
Press.
Another nat 1. You gotta be
Bloody
joking.
Jeez.
A nat 20, then 2 nat 1s in a row. So 20 fire damage?
Yep.
There we go, 46. Ooh. It's getting pretty hot in here.
It is getting pretty hot.
I'm kidding.
Alright, this time we'll use a potion. Got some big potions. If you're getting low, Felix, just chug a potion. That's what they're for.
I can. Oh, wait, do I actually have some in my inventory? I do! I do actually! Yeah, why am I not doing that?
I'll use a superior.
No, I'll use one of my greater. I'll need to, number one, take that off of there. And also figure out how much the greater healing potion does.
With this,
Ah, bloody hell.
broken, not so bad. 27. 27. 44. Alright, and then a level 4 for Razian. And then we'll heal Razian for 17.
Okay, that's good. As the next wave, the next round of the wave, as you guys are riding this, it is taking you much closer to shore. You're nearly at the shore now, but you're still maybe 100 feet up. As the tidal wave of lava is kind of settling down much more now. You reckon?
Fuck, I haven't been doing saves every time we get hit. My apologies.
Yeah.
I got a 19. Now I know one.
And a 19 for the strength save.
No, for the concentration, for the resistance.
Yeah, that's good. Goroth, what's your strength save on this round?
Come on, not another nat 1. That's the nat 20. Are
Bloody
you
hell.
fucking joking?
What are the
Nat
other?
20,
That's-
3 nat 1s, and then another nat 20.
That's
What-
hilarious.
What are the odds on
Balanced.
that?
Perfectly balanced.
I don't.
Apparently. But
The next round is 12 fire damage, halved for Goroth and Felix, and Razian.
We'll hit him with just cure wounds. Level 3.
Razian will stop you at that and say
Okay.
that he's good for now. He can, with
Okay.
how much more of the tidal wave is left, he can hold off. As you guys are now, well, a bit past the shoreline. The final, as the wave begins, yeah, as the wave drops, dissipating out over the land, it'll go and hit the ground hard, as the final bit is, Goroth, what'd you get on this one?
Come on. Either nat 1 or nat 20 is what I'm hoping for. No, 17 plus 9 is 26.
That'll succeed. So you'll take half of this. It'll be 5 bludgeoning damage as the spectral robot hits the ground hard. Bloody hell.
Yeah, jeez. Went down from 117 to 38 health.
How you doing, Felix?
Sorry, How much damage did we take for that last one?
5 bludgeoning.
Oh, okay.
Bad.
49 out of 80, so... But I got another greater healing potion.
Don't think you'll need it. I feel like we're out of the proverbial fire at the moment.
We're down.
Okay.
Until the thing decides to thrash and send some
Yeah.
tsunamis up onto land for us.
It's like a large crocodile that can just come on land and get us.
Oh, give me ideas.
Guys, wouldn't it be crazy if the Triumvirate just showed up right as we went to shore?
You guys can't actually see the creature. It at this point, you can see as the tidal wave has dissipated out. Oh, bloody hell. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's kind of waiting at the it's waiting in someone of the deeper parts of the lava lake. From what you can assume, you can't really see down into the lava lake very far, if at all. The massive gargantuan fire lava serpent. It is just watching you guys a bit. And Razian is not stopping. He is rowing away.
That's a smart thing to do.
He's trying to. He'll get you guys, kind of out of reach of the fire serpent, the lava serpent.
I think I have an extra set of clothes because I'm pretty sure these are ruined.
Fair point. The lava serpent looks like it's considering whether to continue or not. before it goes and dives back into the lake with a massive spray and splash of lava.
Make another deck save.
You're okay. After a little while, Razian will go and stop, finding you guys a safe spot to leave off for the night. It is pretty dark by this point, or it's getting dark by that point.
Oh, that was a day.
Indeed. Usually I have to fight to get this injured. I'm gonna have to sleep it off. Let's
A little
look for
too
a
hot
place
for
to
my
camp.
comfort. Yeah, a little too hot for my comfort.
How do you think I feel?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Then Golgoth would wander around. Good appropriate camping spot.
I somehow managed to briefly knock my headphones out of my computer.
Huh.
I don't know how I managed that.
Sheer force of will and talent.
Yeah, apparently so.
Can we see the Triumvirate Castle from this point?
From this point, yes, you can. As you look out across the open plains, you can actually see a number of silhouetted shapes. Some like large, kind of formless at this distance. Others large and towering out over the slightly smoky open area. And across that you can see, with red illumination at the base, the 3 large towers that mark the Triumvirate's castle.
Cool. And looking out across the plain, do I see any creatures, anything like living?
Yeah, you see a number of silhouetted shapes. They are hard to distinguish because of the kind of smokiness of these plains, but you do see quite a few shapes here.
Alright, cool.
You're in a location still fairly close to the lava lake, such that there is a bit of varied terrain, and it's not just, completely flat. So you're kind of safe where you are. You're safe to rest for the night. But it's the next leg of the journey that'll be perhaps one of the most dangerous.
Huh. That's worrying. After we fought a pit fiend, then nearly got killed by lava. Now it's the tough part.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Golroth is looking forward to it. But yeah, just go back to the others after wandering around a bit. I think we should make camp here.
Okay, we rest up, and then tomorrow we get as much use out of Razian as we can to get across there. We make as much haste as possible, because we do not want to be stuck in the middle of that thing, according to the people from the village.
I don't want to go out there without being at full strength.
Exactly.
So we rest up and make our way in the morning.
Precisely.
Yeah, then I'd go and just lay my stuff out, lay my bedroll, and start preparing for the night.
All right. And with that, it's a good a spot as any to leave off for next week, before you guys get too far into the Triumvirate's castle,
Yep.
given our missing numbers.
Do we get a short rest, or is that going to happen next time?
We'll do resting. Oh well, actually, since the others won't know, and weren't here, we'll say, yeah, we'll do it next time. We'll do it next time.
Yeah, easy.
Okay.
Alright.
Still on
thanks for the
38.
session, guys.
No, thank you. It was fun. It was a good one. I liked
thanks.
being that village. That village was fun.
That's good.
Yeah, I did enjoy some parts of it. It does seem a little ridiculous that every little thing seemed to like offend everybody. That being said, it was kind of funny how Felix tries, like, get it on their good side. Golroth does something, they just cheer him on, and Felix is just like, fucking hell, I'm not getting the break.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Golroth understands the way of the warriors. Tribal
Apparently.
warriors. They are his people.
Yeah, that was definitely a touch and go situation where there was a very specific right way to go about things, and anything that deviated from that would be seen by them as kind of like an affront to, their traditions and norms.
For posh people, I can understand, but a band of warriors?
Yeah.
I mean, if your goal is to play with my expectations, you've succeeded.
Traditions are very important to our people.
They're not even Golroth's people.
They pretty much are. He's more or less a part of the same culture. Or at least, if
You
not
don't
the
even
same.
speak the language!
Yeah, I have to. And I understood them without having to speak the language.
Evidently.
Evidently.
They're
Well,
all my homies and bros. Golroth wanted to stay with them, but it wasn't the right thing to do. Wasn't what he ultimately wants.
yeah. Just a quick reminder that there is no session next week because I am away.
No.
I know.
Alright.
But oh well.
This is like, I'm so keen for this next part because this is where things will get really exciting. But I'm going away, can't help it.
Yeah, no, I would. I'm keen for next session as well.
Yeah. All right. I'll catch everyone 2 weeks time. So
See you later.
finally- See ya.
See ya.
Bye, guys. See you next time.
Good night.